Hi, this is Tamika with Patience Plums and Pie, and I'm here with a unboxing video, I guess, and a Plan With Me video in reference to the new Live.Love.Posh Bookish collection. So I will put all the details about this awesome collection in the description box below so that you will have that information. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through everything that's included in the collection, and it includes a reading journal. I'm going to set that up and create a couple of extra pages in there with you guys today. All right, so let's look at the little details that come with everything. So first we have a set of washi tape, and just open these and show you what they look like. So we have these 3 rolls here. This one has books on it. This one has florals. And then this one also has some florals on it as well. And then there are 2 others. This one is pretty basic. It has a few little hatch marks on it. I don't know if you can tell that. And then this one has stars on this one. All right, so those are the washi tapes. Very pretty washi. And there's just so many cool things with this collection, guys. Like, no joke. Okay, so this piece is called Tropes and Tickets. Pretty interesting. It wasn't something that I would have expected to be included in this, but so cute. So we have, and these are stickers, I believe. Yes, they're like vinyl stickers. So a member of the Romance Book Club, lifetime membership, member of the Paranormal Book Club, the Smut Book Club, horror, romantasy, dark romance, sci-fi, thriller, that's one of my favorites, or thrillers, crime, I love crime stories. Is there another one under there? Yes. Historical, probably my least favorite. Contemporary, rom-com, cozy, mystery, and fantasy. Like, those are so cool. So these are little vinyl stickers, and then you have those same tickets here. It's like a nice cardstock. So cute. I love them. So those same ones I just showed you, you have them here in these cardstock ones. So, like, how cool is that? Those are so cool, I think. And then these are checklists. So if you're wanting to read a bunch of horror stories, you can write them down on one of these checklists, and then there's a checklist on the back too, if you want to just use that one. And the same with fantasy. Sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. And then there's the checklist that's already there on the back of that one. Romance. And there's the checklist back there. Mystery. Small town secret. Ooh, that's fun. Multiple suspects. Yeah, I like mystery and crime. Smut checklist. I was really shocked when I looked at the back of this one, y'all. I was like, okay, all right. I don't know that I've read any smut stuff in a very, very long time, but yeah, so that's included in there as well. So yeah, I thought this was a fun little packet of treats here, because it's not something that you normally see in a collection, for a bookish collection. So that was pretty cool. So we have those. Then we have the bookish catalog cards, which I was very excited about these. Very, very exciting. So we have some that are book review. So there's quite a few of those. Then you go into, since it has things like the title, author, all the different stats about the book. Then book notes. This is my favorite, the library card. I'm going to be using one of these later. Let me put it off to the side. So library card, a to be read, a reading list. Then there's a book review. Quite a few of those book review ones. Book notes. Some more library cards. Some more to be read. More reading list. So there's quite a few of these. I'm going to put that one library card off to the side because I'm going to use it. I was so excited to see the library card. So much nostalgia there. So much nostalgia. Then we have this, a library of quotes. So it's a collection of 30 library cards with quotes and notes for journaling. So you have pretty minds, read pretty things. And then on the back, as you can see, there's journaling space. So I thought those were pretty cool too. Glitter in her veins, stories in her heart, powered by lattes and literature. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. So lots of different cards in here. Let your dreams be your wings. These are just so much fun. If you see me smelling at my book, mind your business. I like that one. Filed under obscene literature. You're doing better than you think. Turn your goals into your favorite plot. OMG, who needs love when your plot twists are hotter? Even flowers take time to bloom. Meet me in the restricted section. Turn the page. The best is yet to come. Return date. Never. I'm keeping this one in bed. Censored in the margins. These are so much fun. Like, who would have thought to come up with these? The climax was better than the conclusion. There's someone's favorite plot twist. This chapter may be tough, but the ending is worth it. Shh, I'm highlighting all the dirty parts. You are the main character. Don't forget it. You're braver than you think and stronger than you know. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. Some chapters feel heavy, but they lead to the light. Bloom where you're planted. Don't compare your prologue to someone else's epilogue. Main character? No. Main reader. Warning contains explicit plot developments. I think I like this one. Main character? No. Main reader. I like that one. I'm going to pull that one out as well and see if I can incorporate it in my planning that I do later. All right. So in addition, let's see. Well, it came with a few other things here. So there's some bookmarks in here, which I'll probably use one of these as well. There are 3 of them. One more chapter. You deserve more books. So many books, so little time. And this is how they all look on the back. I don't know which one I want to use later. I think I'm going to use this one. I'm going to put that one off to the side as well. And then, you know, they love to give you vinyl stickers in your Live.Love.Posh orders. All of this was sent to me as an affiliate. And like I said, I'll have all the details below. These are some other stickers that came with everything. And my affiliate link is always there. So I would appreciate you shopping via that link. And my discount code is there as well, which will save you on anything other than a Posh box set or bundle. So here is the cover. So there's a cover. So many books, so little time. Here's the insides. And here's the back cover. Sorry for the glare. And then there's a set of dividers you can purchase as well. Reading is my love. These are so pretty. And then, of course, you get some labels for your dividers here. And let me move this over here. Then you have the reading journal. So in the reading journal, you start with your reader profile. So you set up your reading goals, your rating system, your favorite genres, tropes, and authors. And then it starts going into your TBR or to be read list. So that gives you enough for 100 books on your TBR. Then you have your 100 books read. So as you read them, you can just color these in. There's a year in pixels and there's a key. You could do whatever you want there. You can maybe key this by the different genres that you read or the different length of books that you read, whether you read a audio book or a physical book, whether it's a series. However you want to key that, you can. I haven't quite decided yet. Then it has the library of books read, so you can write them in and color them in here. And then it goes into the reading log. So as you start reading the books, you can write them down, when you read it, and what you rated. And so again, there's enough for 100 there. And then there's your 5-star gallery. So all the books that you've rated as 5 stars, you can list on these pages. And then you have a blank page here, which I'm probably going to do something with that. And here we go, book of the month. So you write what your favorite book is for every month. And there's another blank page there, which I plan to do something with that. Then you go into monthly recap. So you can jot down what month it is, write the books that you read that month. It has a monthly habit tracker, which I don't know that I would use that. Maybe if I read, color it in. Your top 3 books of the month, your favorite quotes, and then some other things you could list here, like number of pages and number of days read. And so it goes on for a little while with a monthly recap so that you have it, I believe, for every single month. Then you get into the book club. I used to do a book club live on my channel, and hopefully I can get back to that. But there are a few pages for your book club as well. Then you go into the bookish bingo, which I don't know how I would fill that out, but I'm sure I could find a lot of different ideas for that. So you have a couple of those that you can use, and then it goes into a bunch of different challenges. So this one is, I will read 4,000 pages in this time frame. So you put what time frame it is, and as you read those pages, you can just color it in. So there's, each book represents 50 pages. And then you have a 40-day challenge, a 20-day challenge, and then another one, same page. Then there's the A to Z challenge. This is based on your titles. And then a genre challenge to see how many of those genres you can read. And it has those little tickets on there. And then you have another page of that. And then you start getting into book reviews. So there's 2 book reviews on each page. And there's quite a few pages of that, as you can see. Quite a few. I'm assuming enough in case you read the 100 books, which everything seems to be geared towards. So quite a few of the book reviews. And I think that goes through to the end of the planner. Yes. So that's the reading planner. So I have always considered setting up a reading planner, but I have never decided to do so. But, you know, maybe. Then I'm going to just flip through this one very, very quickly. If you want a really detailed flip through, you can definitely check out the Live.Love.Posh Instagram. The florals in here are amazing. I know that much. There's different collections of stickers in here too, so there's something for everybody. Something that fits your vibe and your style. Something for everyone. This one's more a little bit whimsical. And this is a different color palette I don't think I've seen before. And look at that long washi strip there. This one's very whimsical too. This one is pretty with the roses. It's kind of fantasy geared. Not a big fantasy person at all, but hey. And here's some more beautiful florals with pinks and purples. Then we get back to some more red with some romance and smutty books. When was the last time I read a smutty book? I don't even know. And then we have these, which are very pretty with the monstera leaves and the florals. That's a different feel there. Some cacti. And then this is very whimsical as well. Like crime books, which I love reading crime books. I love them. Here's some that's kind of dark inspired and fairy tales and wizards here. Just something else I don't really get into, but so all you Harry Potter fans would love those stickers. And then you go into these stickers that are like those tickets. And then they have the keys here, which I think are very fun stickers. And then we get into some quotes, really nice size quotes, colored quotes, black and white. Then you have these to do the ratings and reading challenges over here. And a couple of pages there. You've got some books, some more reading challenges, and some bookshelves. So like if you read more than the books that are already there, you can add in these on an extra page. And because it's all disc bound, you can add in any additional pages that you need. And then you have some functional pieces here in the very back, which is always nice. And so to match all the stickers that we saw there. All right, so that is everything that came in this collection. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put together a couple of pages and things in here. And we'll just get started using this beautiful collection. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to start with putting all of this together. So I pulled some disc from an old Wrong notebook. I thought that color would really work well with the cover. And then they were small enough so that I didn't have to use standard size and they would be too big right now. But I think once I get the paper on here, it might be a nice little snug fit. And unlike this being a bullet journal, it may not get too super thick. And if you recall the pages that I just flipped through, there's not a whole lot of extra space on the pages for any additional things like stickers. So we have all of the dividers. Let's put these in. So I've decided how I'm going to label these based on the different sections. And there's a lot of different sections, so I can't use all of the dividers, the divider labels. But I'm going to do the To Be Read, which kind of starts it off. So I'm going to start with that. So I'm going to do the To Be Read. And then I'm going to end this section with the reading log, because there's several little sections within those pages. Okay, so reading log. Okay, and then the next tab is going to be the monthly recaps. So and that's the only thing that will be in this section. So I'm going to put the same thing on the back side. Well, that will be the main thing in this section. Let me put it that way. I won't say the only thing, but it will be the main thing in this section is the monthly recaps. All right, and then we have book club. So let's do book club. And then I'm going to end that with the challenges in this section as well. All those different challenges that were there. And like I said, because this is on disc, I could add in other pages as I need be. So if I want to add in more challenges, I could do that as well. And then this last section is just going to be the book reviews. As you can see, there were a lot of pages for the book reviews because I believe they're giving you enough to do 100 books. I didn't count it exactly, but I believe that's what it is. Enough to do 100 books. So that's the only thing that will be in this section is the book reviews. And so I will put that same sticker on the back side here as well. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and put our pages in. I'll move this to the side. Move this stuff out of my way a little bit here. All right, so let's start with, so we have the to be read all the way to the reading log. And I think this is where that ends. Book of the month. Okay, so yeah. Let me see, do I want to add this? Yeah, I'll keep this page in this section. Okay. So to be read, I really should have said the gallery, 5-star gallery is where this ends. Let me see. Let me change that. Well, I think I put that down because the reading log is more important to me than the 5-star gallery, so I'll just leave it. Okay, then under the monthly recap, that's all we're doing. So we're starting with the book of the month there, and then all the monthly recaps. It's a pretty small section, but so we have all of these pages here. Okay, and then we have the book club pages. So there are quite a few of those. And then we're ending this section with the challenges. So I'll make sure we add those pages as well. All right. All right, so those are the book club pages, and then the last pages were all of these book review pages. Okay, so we have several of these, and they're all the same. Okay, all the way to the end, it's the same exact thing. Okay. Okay, so all the pages are in, and this is what it's looking like with the thickness. So of course, if I add in more pages, it's going to be a little thicker, but I thought these smaller discs would be best. They are plastic, and I thought the color was perfect for that. So I noticed there's nowhere to put my name which I thought there would have been a place to put my name on here. But I will fill this out later, what my reading goals are. I'm going to go ahead and go to this last page of this section, I think it is. Yes. So behind the 5-star gallery page, I wanted to just do a special little page here. So let me grab the sticker book. I'm also going to grab, and I'm going to pray I don't create an avalanche on my desk. I should have already pulled this paper to avoid this happening, but I didn't pull it. And I'm going to pull it now. Okay, there's some hand-dyed paper that one of my planner friends gave me. So I wanted to pull that. And what I want to do is eventually make a little pocket. But before I make the pocket, I'm going to take the library card and the bookmark and do some things with that. So I have some of this lovely ribbon here, and I'm just going to, I think that should be plenty. I'm going to cut this. And I'm going to put this through the loop on here. And we're going to pull this through. And there we have it. I think I'm going to trim it a little bit. It's a little longer than I want. So let's do a little trim here. And there we have a cute little ribbon added to the bookmark. All right, and then I wanted to decorate the back of this library card. So let's go ahead and go into the sticker book. Oh, I like the sticker here. I hope it's not too wide for this. I'm trying not to rip anything. Okay. Okay. Came over just a tad there. All right, and how about we put a quote with that? Let's see what we can find. I'm going to use this one. Reading is dreaming with my eyes open. I'm going to use that quote here. And we're going to put this right there. And then I'm going to go over to the washi tape and add some of this floral washi down here at the bottom. I'm trying to put this down straight. Y'all know me in a straight line. Okay, I think that's good. All right. Okie dokie. All right, so what I want to do, like I said, is create a pocket. that will go on this page, right? And let's put some deco down on this page before. Let me see, which florals do I want to use? There's so many. I'm gonna go with these. Just gonna stick with this. Okay. Okay, I just realized something. It may not show depending on where I put the pocket. Okay, I don't want the pocket to start at the very bottom of the page, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this at the very bottom. Okay, that is kind of too crooked for my liking. And let's see if we can't pull it up. Okay, because that was not gonna satisfy me there. Okay, so let's do, I think that's, okay. All right, so then the pocket. So let's see, let me get something and start measuring here. Here's my paper trimmer, and here's my ruler. So if we look at the dimensions, this card is about, 5 inches. 5 inches tall, 3 inches across. So let's make the pocket 4.5 inches across. I actually need to turn this the other way. Let's do that. 4.5 inches across. Like I said, this is hand-dyed paper. Okay, and then let's make it, let me see. How much do we want popping out of there? About 2 inches. Okay. I said it was 5. Let's do, I'm debating. That's what I'm doing. I'm debating in my head. Let's see, if I do 3.25, that means this much would pop out of there. That's good. Okay. Let's do 3.25 inches. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more than that. Let's do 3.5. Okay, and then I am going to all right. So let's do this. This is scraps here. So this is a 4.5, and this is the 3.5. All right. So I'm gonna go to 1/2 inch. And over here as well, 1/2 inch. Well, really 1/4 inch is what I'm doing. Okay. Alrighty, where is my pencil? Whoops. Whoops. Y'all are like, what in the world is she doing? Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I do, I promise I know what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this so that we can make my pocket. Okay, so we're going to fold this in. And I need to make sure that I am using this bone folder to crease that well. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same on the sides over here. Let's do like 1/4 inch. I have a lot of pencil marks on my desk right now because I write really hard and I was doing Sudoku puzzles and all that ink was just like transferring to my desk, which is not good. I mean, all that lead rather, not ink. It was just all like very much transferring on my desk. Okay, so let's see. We're going to fold this in and we're going to use the bone folder here. Okay, fold it in over here as well, just a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so let me see how that's gonna work. Okay, so let me get some adhesive. Do I have a scratch sheet of paper? I do, because I don't want to get glue on that page. And then I just got some right there that I want to pull up. Okay, and all right, let's see if we're ready to do this. So like I said, I didn't want it okay. I think here is good. And so you have those florals like coming underneath there. And I think it would be great to have some more florals kind of popping out of there as well. Should have thought about that before I put it down, but that's fine. We're gonna do it like that, and then maybe put another sticker right here. A quote. I think this green looks lovely. So we're gonna add this one. You deserve more books. burnish that down. Okay. And then let's go back to our other florals that we had. Well, that other section here. Oh, I could have put one of those quotes. I wasn't even thinking. Okay. I'm glad I got use out of this paper because I've had it for a while and I haven't really used it. So let's do a couple of clusters. And then we'll put this piece so that's kind of underneath here a little bit. All right. And I have a few little ones, little bitty tiny ones. Okay, so that's a nice little page that we're going to have added in here. Okay, I have to erase this because some pencil markings got on here. All right, so that is a nice, lovely page in there. Okay, so let me add this back to the book. Oh, how pretty is that? Like, that is so pretty. And I think we're going to add this as well. Let's see. I hadn't thought about it, but from the library of, and I'm going to write my name on this one. So let's get Tombow. And I'm going to write on here on the scratch paper here. And I like to put a little heart in the event that I haven't, you know, spaced everything out nicely. So there's that. And so this can also go in here. I think that's lovely. I think that is so pretty. All right, so we're gonna move forward. There's another page that I want to do in the monthly cap. So this section starts talking about all the books of the month, right? And you go into your monthly recaps. So what I want to do on the back of this page is create a reading bracket. All right, so what I did was I found one on Pinterest, and you know, I think I might have printed it too big. I think I did. Oh Lord. Maybe if I do it this way. Nope. Crap. I didn't think it was too big. I don't want to redo this, but I might have to redo this, and that is not going to be good. I even put this up against a piece of paper and made sure that it worked. And yeah, I did that, and for some reason, now here's the thing, I have it smaller on just a regular sheet of paper. I could use this, just won't be sticker paper, which sucks because I've already wasted a sheet of sticker paper as it was, because this one is even smaller, I think. Yeah, so we'll use that one. I chopped off that part because it said 2024. So yeah, that sucks because I wasted another sheet of sticker paper. But oh well, okay. We just got to go with it. So we're going to trim this. And I did notice that that says DIC instead of DEC for December, but that's fine. I thought maybe I could just cover that with some stickers. So let's trim that. And then we will trim here. And we'll trim here as well. That's crappy because I really wanted it to be on sticker paper so it would have a little bit of thickness to it, but we improvise. And the good thing is I tested this on regular paper first because I was printing it at different percentages. So I did it at 80%, then at 85%, and I thought that 85 was going to work, but apparently I don't know how I misjudged that. I have no idea. So we're just going to have it, but we're going to have it on regular paper. So it will go down, and there's going to be space to do some deco. So I know that I wanted to put like some books down there, and maybe I can use some of this paper in the background as well. Since I have it, right? Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Let me get that scrap page again, so we're not getting a bunch of glue where we don't want it. And then you see how that glue comes over like that? You just tuck that back in and you're good to go. A little bit of it right there. Okay, so we're going to put this down here. And then I just like to rub against there and get off any excess glue. But you got to be careful, because one thing that can happen when you're doing that is you can give yourself a paper cut. I've done that before. And sometimes you can just use an eraser like this, and that will help get off some of the excess glue as well. All right, so let's put glue on the back of this page. All right. So again, just tuck any excess glue. Because that can happen. You can get the excess glue there. All right, so then let's put this. Okay, we're gonna run our hand along there and get any of the excess and use our eraser to help with that as well. Okay, so there's that. Then we're going to end up gluing this down. I did want to put some washi or some books along the bottom here. Let's see if we have a sticker with a bunch of books that we want to use. Like a bookshelf kind of thing. No, so let's just use the washi. So we have this washi tape with the books. Whoops. Let's put it right along here and rip that. Do a nice rip there. And then we're going to kind of do the same thing up here in the other direction. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna glue this down again. It's kind of sticking because of the other glue that's already on the page. But we're going to work with this. We're going to work as quickly as we can with it as well. And get this down on the paper. Okay. So what I don't want to happen is for it to pull up my ink. Then I will not be happy. It's bad enough I wasted sticker paper and ink. Let's not waste more ink. Yeah, the first one I printed on the sticker paper, it didn't print well. I have a laser printer, and so it had toner all over the page. And what I ended up having to do was change the paper setting. So I changed it to photo paper. So when I changed the paper setting, that actually helped. Okay, so let's get our eraser and definitely get all this extra up. Okay, I think we're all good with the glue. Now what I want to do is I want to find some letter stickers and write book bracket up there. Okay, so I got a lot going on right here. So let's see if we can't quickly find a sticker book with letters in it. I think this one has some. Yeah, let's use those typewriter letters that are in here. Those would be perfect, I think. So we're going to do book. Thank God we got 2 pages because I was almost out of O's there. Okay, so let's do book, and then bracket. Bracket. So what's that middle letter? The C. All right. All right, so we will start with the letter C here. Okay, let me clean up my space a little bit here, guys. I've got a lot of excess glue everywhere, and I want that out of my way. Okay, so there we are, book bracket, and that page, I think we could call this done. I don't think there's anything else I really want to put on this page. What do you think? Should I put a little something here? Let's see. Let's do this. Put this here, the best book ever. All right, so I think that's gonna do it for us here. Let's go back. And so here is, again, our book journal with our book covers and dividers that have been set up. We will fill out the goal section later. Okay, we have all of this to be read list, and then from there, we go into the 5-star gallery, and then at the end, I've made this little page here, which I think is absolutely adorable. We made a pocket out of this hand-colored paper. We took one of the reading cards, so the one library cards, and added that in there, which I think is really cute. And then we have this one, so from the Library of Tamika, and I can even journal on the back of that. Then we went into the monthly recap section, and there we did the book bracket. All right, I love it. So comment below, tell me what you think about this collection. Again, I will have all of the details for you listed below. If you decide to purchase, definitely consider using my link. I would be so appreciative of that. My affiliate link is listed below, and you can use my discount code, which will save you 10% on anything other than a Posh box set or bundle. So comment below, let me know what is your favorite thing out of this collection, because I think it is a really, really nice one. So many different things to choose from here, or you can buy them all. So lots of different little goodies in this collection. All right, guys, that's all I have for this video. Don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.